Amina's Voice by Hannah Khan, Chapter 7. Sujin turns the key in the front door of her house and pushes it open, setting off a loud beeping. Hold on a sec. She runs to punch a code into the alarm panel. Come on in. Mom's got class this afternoon, and Grandpa's probably asleep upstairs. I pull off my sneakers and line them up on the small carpet near the front door. Sujin's house always reminds me of mine. No one wears shoes indoors, and there's always a faint scent of food lingering in the air. I'm so hungry, Sujin moans. She drops her backpack with a thud at the foot of the stairs and hurries into the kitchen. I follow her after leaving my book bag by the door, and Sujin is already inside the pantry. What do you want? Chips? Rice crackers? Oreos? Chips sound good. Can I get a drink? I make sure to open the refrigerator near the sink. The first time I visited Sujin after school, I hadn't realized that there were two refrigerators in the kitchen. The extra fridge is reserved for making kimchi, fermented vegetables that sit in there for weeks. I pulled open the door without any warning, got a big whiff of the overwhelming pickled odor, and yelled, Ah! Sujin and Mrs. Park laughed as I slammed the door shut. After pouring 2 glasses of apple juice, I sit next to Sujin on a bar stool, and we munch on cheese flavored chips. Actually, I munch while she inhales hers and then waits for me to finish. Where's Kyung Mi? I ask. Sujin's sister, a fourth grader, reminds me of a mini, shyer, and quieter version of Sujin, and often makes me wish I had a real little sister, in addition to Rabaya. But Sujin finds her annoying. She has art class. How come you don't take art classes anymore? Sujin used to be into making crafts, and I still have the handmade block print birthday card she made me last year. I like dancing more. Sujin has jazz and ballet classes twice a week after school, and any chance she has, she leaps down the empty hallways at school. I hear a floorboard squeak and see an older man in a brown cardigan shuffling into the room with his arms held behind his back. Sujin quickly stands up and bows deeply. Annyeong haseyo, she greets her grandfather. I stand up and bow too. Sujin's grandfather doesn't speak much English, but like always, he smiles warmly and bends slightly in return. Over the years, Sujin has taught me enough phrases of Korean that I understand when Sujin asks her grandfather if he wants her to get him anything to eat. He shakes his head, makes himself some tea, and cuts up a pear in precise quarters before shuffling into the family room. There he settles into an armchair and flips on a Korean satellite channel with the volume turned up extra loud. Let's go to my room, Sujin says. We won't be able to hear anything in here. The overdramatic music that accompanies the show sounds like the mind numbing background tracks of the Urdu dramas that my parents watch at home, so I'm glad to leave. I always like hanging out in Sujin's room, which is smaller than mine and painted a pretty green. 2 prints in red frames hang over the bed, each with one bold black Korean letter. The first time I came over, I asked Sujin what the letters meant, and she explained that they spelled her name, which meant treasure. Since I thought that was so cool, I'd given her a silver necklace with a little treasure chest charm for her 10th birthday. Sujin has worn it every day since, but now I wonder how it will all be different when she changes her name. Will she still wear my necklace? Will she take down those frames and decorate with a tacky mug that says Melanie on it? They're saying that this is going to be the snowiest winter we've had in decades, I say. I hope we get lots of snow days. Me too, we didn't get any last year. I live for snow days. We have to get at least a foot in Milwaukee. But when things do shut down, it's like a block party. We have epic snowball fights. Mama and I go cross country skiing, and Mustafa makes tons of money shoveling driveways. We didn't get any science or math homework today, I say. Yeah, but Mrs. Barton said we have to read up for our next wagon trail assignment. I have been. Do you know the pioneers used to eat squirrels? Gross. Except I can see Bradley being into that. Sujin flops on top of her bed. Although, did you notice that he actually has some good ideas? I know, he was totally right about how to cross the river. I think he's a Boy Scout or something in real life. Aunt Emily's been pretty good too, Sujin says. What do you mean? I mean, she's a good partner and is helping us win. I paused, trying to convince myself not to say anything. So do you, like, want to be friends with her now? It just comes out. I don't know. She used to be really immature, but I think she's changed. She's making an effort, and she's not so bad. Not so bad? I chew on my lip, afraid to say anything else. Emily has made me so angry and been obnoxious to Sujin and me for so long. And now Sujin seems to be forgetting so easily. Are you going to go to her house this week? I stared down at my book so she can't see my face. I don't know. I forgot to ask my mom. I exhale slowly. Sujin isn't rushing to spend extra time with Emily, but I can't help wishing again, no matter how much better it has been than I expected, that I had suggested someone else to join our group first. That way, I wouldn't have to feel like a bad person for being unwelcoming. And like the Oregon Trail, I wouldn't have to pioneer the uncharted territory of Sujin finding Emily not so bad.